Hey everyone, Christina here from My Happy Nerdy Life, and I am super excited about the video that I'm about ready to share with you. I just purchased my first ever Vitamix blender. I've been wanting a Vitamix blender for, over probably about 10 years now, even longer maybe. Recently I had an Oster blender and it's worked really good over the last 10 years, really good construction. I mean, it lasted 10 years, and for a blender under $100, that's a really good deal. But it didn't do as many of the things as I want to do as I continue on my healthy lifestyle journey and eating healthier, making more of my own food. It just couldn't keep up with what I wanted to do and the quality I wanted to do it in. So I finally buckled and I bought a Vitamix. This is the A3500 with Smart Detect technology. So it can detect whether you have the big carafe on, if you have one of the 20-ounce liquid jugs, portable like smoothie jugs, or if you have one of the 8-ounce bowls on. It has a lot of programmable settings. I figured if I was going to invest in a blender that's going to be, you know, the blender I'm using for the next 20 years, I didn't want to purchase a blender and then 5 years down the road have it kind of outdated or have it not have as many of the features that newer blenders were going to have. Now, obviously, they're always going to get upgraded. There's always going to be that case where a new feature comes out. But with this being the top of the line model, it's going to keep being top of the line for a longer period of time. So it's going to provide me with more of those specialty kind of needs, like making almond milk, making my own hummus, making my own hot soup in the blender without having to really cook, depending on the type of soup I'm making. So being able to, make flour, all different kinds of things. So I'm really excited about this unboxing. And after I unbox everything and show you what I got, then I'm also going to do my first recipe. And since my last recipe, I'll go ahead and put it in the card up here, was for my last smoothie on my Oster blender. I'm going to make the exact same smoothie on the Vitamix, and we're going to compare and see how they go. Let's get started. All right, so I have the box for the actual blender open, and I have it down here on the floor. So the first piece coming out is the 64 ounce, I call it a carafe. I know there's a different word that people use for these. I'm really surprised. I thought this was going to be a lot bigger. They look really big on TV. So being able to do, a smoothie in here, is probably going to be a little overkill, depending on the size of the smoothie I make. But for other things like soups, almond milk, that's going to be a great size. Let's see, the next thing is, I get a Vitamix cookbook. Yay, excited. A lot of good recipes in there so I can learn how to use my blender. The next thing in the jar is the tamper. This is the base. It is quite large, so it won't fit with the carafe underneath my counter. So it'll probably have to sit in this area over here. I'm going to have to do some rearranging because I do want to leave it out so I use it on a weekly basis. So, but that is the body, and there it is with the base on. So, all right, so now let's show you the accessories that I got. One of the first things that I got, and this was highly recommended from a YouTuber that I watch, Lisa over on Downshiftology. This is the under blade scraper. And so it makes scraping out of the Vitamix and getting the food from underneath the blade a lot easier. So I definitely wanted to get one of those. The next thing I got was a 2-pack of the 20-ounce blending cup. This is the beverage one. All right, here are the blending cups. This is the base that you put these on and then lock it down on the blender. This base with the blade is heavy duty. This feels like it's gonna last. I had a blending cup similar to this with my Oster blender that had a little, plastic attachment. The blade comes out, it had a ring at the bottom, and it was plastic. And just a little bit, actually quite a bit lighter than this. So the quality of this feels really great. So, and then 2 lids. So once I am done making my smoothie, I can just pop a lid on. Let's see, push this down to open this up. Nope, pull it up. There we go. Have to figure these things out. So then you just take a sip, pop the lid back down. It's got a little hook so you can put it on like your backpack or whatever. So I bought the kit that has 2 of those, which when I'm thinking about it, I probably only need 1 of those because I'm going to be washing it each time. And then I bought the 2 blending bowls. And this kit comes with the 8-ounce bowl and then the lid. This was a 2-pack of the bowls. It did not come with the blending base, but from what I've seen, the base is interchangeable, and it is. So all you need to do is buy 1 kit that has the base, and then buy the other kit that does not have the base, and you can interchange back and forth. All right, so I have everything that I used in the smoothie in my Oster blender ready over here. I've got my Vitamix ready, so I'm going to take the lid off. And same as I did the other day, I'm going to use 1.5 cups of the Almond Breeze Almond Coconut Blend. This is the unsweetened vanilla. As soon as I get this used up, which it's almost gone, it's about this full, I'm going to make my own almond milk. All right, so I have my cup and about 1/2 of almond milk. I'm going to put in my 1 teaspoon of flaxseed, 1 teaspoon of organic hemp heart, nice big handful of spinach, nice big handful of the organic spring mix, and that is organic spinach that I'm using. And then this is organic spring mix. Both of these I got at Trader Joe's. The size is really great. I highly recommend it because it's only about $4. So it's like $1 cheaper or more than in the store. The only thing I don't like about the organic spring mix is this top. It just doesn't seal really well, I don't think. So I like the container for the organic spinach better. So I think I'm going to rinse this out and put the spring mix in there. All right. So 1 tablespoon of MCT oil. I was going to add some collagen peptides to this, but I wanted to keep the recipes the same. That way there was no confusion as to what made it different. 1/2 of an avocado. I want to scrape out all of that creamy avocado goodness because doing keto, I do not eat bananas, which I really, really miss. I might switch and do a couple of days of paleo intermittently over the summer because I really do miss the bananas. And my fruit. Half a cup of fresh blackberries, just like the other day. Quarter cup of frozen blueberries, and about a quarter cup of the frozen mango chunks that need to get used up. So everything is in the blender. Lid is on tight. Have my jar ready, and the recipe calls for blending. The recipe calls for blending at 30 to 45 seconds, starting at 1 and then ramping up to 10. So here we go. There we go. That's about 45 seconds. So take this off. Move my blender base back and unplug it. Get the lid off. Oh, I forgot the stevia. Dang it. I'll have to use liquid. Okay. So the one thing I did forget was the powdered stevia that I used in the other recipe, just to kind of help, because the fruit, I didn't use a lot of fruit because I obviously am trying to keep my carbs down for keto. This scraper thing is amazing. So I'm going to pour this in, then I'll get my liquid stevia out and add that and stir it with my straw. I can already see the difference. In the consistency with this than I could with the other blender. So I'll clean that in a minute. Gonna get that liquid stevia. I'll be right back. All right, so the liquid stevia I've been using is Better Stevia Original 0 Calorie Liquid Sweetener by Now. So I'm just going to give that a little shake. Throw a couple of drops in there real quick. Mix that up. Makes all the difference in the world. So hopefully you can see the difference in the consistency in the Vitamix using the exact same ingredients as the Oster blender. In that sip I just took, the flax seed, I can't even feel the flax seed. There's a couple of little pieces probably of like the blackberry, but I'm sure if you know, I did this a little bit longer, it would probably break up even more, but that consistency is great. So there you have it. My first smoothie in my Vitamix blender. I'm so excited to make more of these. If you make smoothies in your Vitamix, I'd love to see your recipes. So comment down below and let me know what kind of smoothies you make. And if you have a different kind of blender, I'd love to hear about that too. So make sure to comment. Now, as always, if you like this material, please give this video a thumbs up. That way I know that you enjoy this kind of content and I'll make more smoothie recipes or Vitamix recipes in the future. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm going to be posting a lot of new videos over the summer, different kinds of keto, paleo, low carb, gluten-free recipes, lots of organics, lots of things in my Vitamix and also in my new Instapot, which is coming up. So, and of course, thank you all for stopping by. I'll see you guys later.